A very good morning to respected teachers. This is Harshita of 12th B, and today the topic I have chosen for my presentation is transformers. So let's move on to this presentation. I hope you like it. So transformers are the static devices, and the word transformer comes from transforms. Transformers are the device whose job is to step up or step down the electric voltage, means to increase or decrease the electric voltage. The basic principle on which these transformers work is electromagnetic induction, and the construction is shown in this figure. There are a large number of laminated cores present in a transformer, and there are two types of windings: primary winding and secondary one. Primary winding is denoted by P1, P2, and secondary one is denoted as S1 and S2. The number of turns in primary winding is Np, and the number of turns in secondary is Ns. When the AC input is given to this primary winding, magnetic field is produced, and hence the magnetic field lines, due to which the coil is working as the area vector, and the magnetic field lines are passing through it, due to which a flux is generated, and the output is given by the secondary winding through the local resistance, and the appliance or the load works. For understanding the working of transformers in a better way, we have to understand the magnetic flux. What is a magnetic flux? So the number of magnetic lines passing through a particular area is magnetic flux. For example, I am having this particular area and the magnetic field lines are passing through it, so we have obtained a magnetic flux. If the number of field lines decreased, if the number of field lines passing through this area decreased, the magnetic flux will also decrease. So the magnetic flux is equal to the dot product of magnetic field and the area vector. You can specify the direction by n cap. Magnetic flux is equal to magnetic field into area vector into cos theta, where theta is the angle between area vector and magnetic field. Magnetic flux is a scalar quantity and its SI unit is Weber or Tesla meter square. Electromagnetic induction is a phenomena of electromagnetic force, of inducing an electromagnetic force whenever there is a change in magnetic flux. For a better understanding, I have drawn a diagram here in which you will be seeing that I am having a galvanometer connected with a coil, and each turn of this coil will act as an area through which the magnetic field lines of this bar magnet will pass through. If the bar magnet is coming close to this coil, the number of field lines passing through this coil, that is performing as area here, will increase, and hence the magnetic flux will increase. When the bar magnet will make away from this coil, will move away from this coil, the number of field lines will become less in number which are passing through this area. Hence the magnetic flux will also decrease. Due to this change in magnetic flux, the electromagnetic force is induced, and this phenomena is known as electromagnetic induction. Now, what if the bar magnet is not moving? If the bar magnet will not move, the galvanometer will not show any of the deflection, and hence the electromagnetic force will not induce. Next is Faraday's second law. According to Faraday's second law, the electromagnetic force induced is directly proportional to rate of change of flux. When we will remove this proportionality sign, we will obtain equal to K, where K is constant of proportionality, and if this K is equal to 1, the electromagnetic force induced will be equal to d phi by dt. Now finally, let's come to the working of transformer. When we are giving AC input to the primary current, the primary current changes. When we are giving to an AC input to this primary current, we know the AC changes, and as the AC is changing, as the alternating current is changing, the magnetic field will also change. Hence, the number of field lines will also change, and as the number of field lines change, the magnetic flux will also change, and this will lead to the electromagnetic force induced. That is known as primary EMF, primary electromagnetic force, that is denoted by electro EP. Now, due to the mutual inductance and the same flux is linked with this secondary winding, the change came here in magnetic flux will be coming here also, and hence the change is coming, the electromagnetic force will induced, and secondary EMF will be is denoted by ES. Now we know that E is equal to d phi by dt, but here N is also there, means the number of turns is also factor on which the electromagnetic force induced will be depending upon. Here we have taken EP and ES, which are the electromagnetic force of primary and secondary winding respectively, and NS and NP are the number of turns in primary and secondary winding. When we will divide both of them, we will obtain a relation that ES upon EP is equal to NS upon NP is equal to K, where K is the transformation ratio. If K is greater than 1, NS will be greater than NP and ES will be greater than EP. Hence, it is a step-up transformer. Here you can see the number of turns in primary is less than the number of turns in secondary. If the K is less than 1, the NS will be less than NP and ES will be less than EP. Hence, the transformer is step down. You can notice it from this diagram also that the number of turns in primary winding is greater than the number of turns in secondary one. Therefore, it is a step down transformer. And if the K is equal to 1, therefore NS will be equal to NP and ES will be equal to EP. Hence, the transformer is isolated. Next are the types of transformers. Core type transformers, that is single phase, three phase, air core transformers, distribution transformer, power transformer, current transformer, cell type transformer, iron core transformer, instrument, and potential transformer. With this, we are done with this presentation. I hope you like it. Thank you.